So I'm out here today getting the boat uncovered. Spring has passed us by. I've not done any of the preventive maintenance like I should, and it's gonna bite me in the rear if I'm not careful. So today what I'm gonna do is go ahead and show you guys how to change the spark plugs on my Suzuki outboard. All right, so to get started, if you guys got a transom saver holding the engine up at an angle, you're going to want to let that down so you can access this a lot easier. Or you can just leave everything like that. Get yourself one of these step stools like I tell everybody in most all my videos. It works great on lifted trucks, cleaning things up high, and even for sitting on to clean your wheels and tires. These things are a lifesaver in a lot of ways. Raise it up just like that. Just set it over here out of the way. Right here you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is just below this line right here, but it's still easily accessible. And it starts like this. Cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Suzuki. Yours may be a little different. These little page markers you can pick up on Amazon, but you can write your dates in a little tab. We'll take that off and I'll put a new one on to show that I've changed for today. So not just me, but anybody that opens the hood up on this engine can see exactly when it was last serviced as far as spark plugs. So I normally start just carefully pull this rubber boot, wiggle it back and forth, pull that out. I start with number 1 usually. We'll just lay that to the side. I only change one at a time. Just like on a car, I know it's not too easy to get these screwed up, but you don't want to pull all your wires off and then somehow get them backwards. So work on one at a time. So you can use different tools to remove your spark plugs, but I use a 5/8 deep well spark plug socket on a 1/2-inch drive. Just break them loose. They should not be all that tight. All right, so we want to remove the BKR6E. You want to inspect it, make sure everything looks good. It does. So we want to take our new NGK spark plug V-Power. These are the BKR6E. Now these come pre-gapped, so you can take that chance, or you can invest in a spark plug gap tool. These are very inexpensive and worth their weight in gold, guys, because your spark gap needs to be 0.030. So that can vary from 0.028 to 0.03132, somewhere in there. So I've got a 0.030 exactly right there, and that's going to be perfect. I'm going to take just a touch of anti-seize and put on the threads. You want to just put it on just like that. You don't want to smear it all over. You just want to put a little dab right there, because when it threads in, it's going to coat the threads. You've got a little rubber piece in there. You want to be careful. You don't want to take that spark plug and just drop it down in the hole, because it can affect that gap size for the electrode right there. So that's why spark plug sockets have that rubber piece. It's not only to get it out of the deep well that it's in, but it's also for putting it back in, that it won't do any damage. So yes, you can do a lot of damage if you drop that spark plug down in there. It can just bend that, close it up, you'll have no fire. You see, I've not got the ratchet on there yet. No sense in it. All right, it tightened up right there. And when I tighten this, I don't grab down here. You don't want a lot of leverage on that up near here, or you can use a torque wrench. So So once we've put the plug in, it's seated properly with the anti-seize. You want to take your boot right here, use some dielectric grease. Again, you don't want too much. This will be sort of clear. It looks like silicone. But just a dollop on your finger. Put it just over the end, just like that. Now we're going to push that back down. Twist it around a couple times, just back and forth. Make sure it's tight. Moving on to spark plug number 2. Now, if they're over top of each other and they get in the way, these little holders, wire holders, you can take that out of there. So it's not an issue. All right, removing number 2. Let it hang to the side. See, wasn't tight at all. Usually you can take that off after you've broke it loose. You don't even really need it. Just use your hands on the extension. All right, you'll feel it come out just like this. What's neat on these Carolina skiffs, I like to use the swim platform as my little makeshift workbench. All right, so take that protector off there, just a little cardboard protector barrel. We're going to put this on just like this. Slide it around, see? Okay, that's a good point right here. It's supposed to be 0.030. It's a little more than that. That's a 0.034. All right, so what I'll do, if it's a little bit larger, I take whatever, you can tap it upside down, probably on the swim ladder right there. Just carefully, every so careful, tap that like that. And every few taps, just measure it. Still a little bit too wide. Perfect. 0.030. All right. See, that arm right there will bend easily. So you want to be really careful you don't damage the electrode or anything like that. All right, so I want to go back with our anti-seize. Just like that. Do not take that spark plug and drop it down in the hole. If your deep well socket 5/8 does not have the rubber attachment, you're going to need that. Take just a few extra moments, go to the parts store. I'll put links in the description to Amazon. Have your tools ready before you do the job. All right. Same as number 1. Get our dielectric grease. A little bit on the tip right there. That out of the way. Seat that. All right, 2 are done. So I'll move that out of that retaining clip right there so I can get to number 3. Just like this. And when you pull these out, you want to inspect them. You want to be sure there's no oil drenching everything, nothing abnormal. It's going down in. Just like that. All right, so if you pull out your tool and it's still stuck in there, I'm going to show you a quick way to retrieve that without issue. You're going to need a long set of needle nose pliers. You could possibly get away with a regular set, but you want to stick the needle nose through the center of the socket, and we're going to force them open like that. All right, I'm going to force them open, and I can do it with one hand right there and pull it back just like that. That's a trick my grandfather taught me years ago to retrieve that if it gets stuck on the boot, because you'll never be able to grab it like that. So you put it down like that, push open, and retrieve it. Now back to the dielectric grease on the end. That just helps with corrosion. It prevents corrosion, especially if you're around salt water. These engines are made to operate around salt water, but anything you can do like that to help prevent corrosion is certainly welcomed. All right, so for the other one, it's down below here, so it's going to be probably the toughest of the four. Still not bad. So you can see how close it is to that edge. Just careful you don't damage your boot. Just like that. All right, okay, so that's not going to work, so I'm going to need a wobble socket. Look at that. Wobble sockets are our friend. Let's go ahead and load it into the socket. Carefully. Feed it down. Turn it around. If you feel anything getting a bind, back off immediately. Do not put any more pressure on it, because cross-threading a spark plug is bad. The threads on the spark plug, that's bad. But cross-threading the threads on the head are worse by a ton. And I'm serious when I say that. Final touch of dielectric grease right there. Just like that. And now our clip that holds everything in place. They're all done, so now we're going to take our little marker tab and we're going to pull it off and go make a new one. This crossed my mind and I just wanted to share this. All right, I've got links in the description for these little multicolored info tabs. You can put anything on it you want. All right, but let's just say you don't have this or choose not to use it. You can use duct tape, of course. Write your information on there, no big deal. It is kind of a mess when you're taking it off after a year or two, that residue. So you just have to do some cleanup on that. Or you can take one of these little file folder pieces right here. We'll put our information on there. Put a little couple pieces of small tape right there just to keep this from sliding out the edges. All right, so you can zip tie it to this. You can, you know, multitude of ways to keep that secure. So what I'm going to do, takes 3 hands to do this. So just put it right there. Come across the engine with it right there. So it will not go anywhere. I mean, it's there, and that's your info. All right, so that about covers it for the spark plug change. It was smooth, simple, Wasn't a problem at all, guys. Just be sure you got the parts and the tools on hand before you start the job. You can do it. I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. Just do it properly. Concentrate on making sure the gap is right. Oh, one big thing. Don't just change these and then pull it to the lake or the ocean or wherever, and then find out once you're at the dock in the water that it won't crank or it's missing or something like that. Always, when you do any maintenance on your engine, whether it be oil changes, fuel filters, water separators, water pumps, anything, you always want to check it. So I'm going to put the water ears on it. We're going to fire this thing up right now. Give it a good once over, make sure it's not missing, make sure that I did the job right. That way you can have peace of mind knowing that when you show up to the boat ramp, you're ready to go. All right, let's get this back together. So that's going to wrap it up for the video. Y'all head on over to the channel page. Check out all my videos. I've got hundreds of how-to videos, particularly on the boat, my truck, cars. I mean, check this video out. Got a water pump video right here. That's right. Gotta change that water pump out. Prop change videos, videos on how to prevent theft. That's right. I've got videos about trailer locks. I've got videos about proper grease, oil changes, man, everything you can think of. So head on over to the channel page right now. Check it out. I appreciate every one of you guys for watching the videos, helping support the channel. If you have not done so, please give me that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with all your friends. Watch it. I know the commercials are aggravating, but you can skip through them. They pay the bills. You know, it keeps the channel afloat. It keeps me bringing y'all good quality videos. So drop a comment below. Let me know what else you want to see regarding the boat, the trailer, the truck, the car, even some home stuff. Catch you on the next one.